Hi everyone, Trey from Student of the Leaf here. Alright, I know it's been a few weeks since we've posted a new interview, a new episode, but guess what? We are back. So, the reason for the delay, I literally relocated coast to coast, California, now I'm in South Carolina, and I'm in my temporary little setup here. Yeah, this is the temporary studio here in South Carolina. There will be a scene change, a new setup here in South Carolina. But you know what? We're going to keep things rolling. So we actually have new content that has not been previously introduced. And today's is going to be the very first one from TPE. So this will be the very first one from TPE. Yes. It's with Cigars for Warriors. Yes, TPE had a great time to talk to Trey, not me, but another Trey from Cigars for Warriors. Phenomenal setup, phenomenal staff, and they are a phenomenal organization. But they actually got donated money from Hiram and Solomon Cigars. So, give you a little bit of backstory really quick. The audio is kind of hard to hear them, but I am going to have that played at the very beginning of that check that was given to them. They got that money from purchases of the cigars that were made exclusively for Cigars for Warriors, and 100% of those profits and proceeds went to Cigars for Warriors. Because as we know, they are a non-profit, but you know what? I'm talking too much right now. You know what, let's go ahead and just get into the content. The first few minutes, it's definitely kind of hard to hear what's going on, but it was a great time at TPE, a lot of great music by Drew Estates. They had a phenomenal setup. So, here we go.
I want to thank everybody for coming out. We want to offer from Cigars for Warriors a very special thank you to Hiram Solomon. They were the first company to sign on to our Synergy program. They created a fantastic cigar that they have sold, and the proceeds that they made from that cigar, they donated to Cigars for Warriors. And I just wanted to say a special thank you to Eddie and his team at Hiram Solomon. They kicked off this program tremendously for us, and we just appreciate everything you guys have done.
We were very proud of doing that, and we're more happy than other companies also in our footsteps. And we definitely it's our first flight, and we're going to continue it for many years to come. So we're proud of that. Soldiers serving overseas. And last time somebody asked me, "Who's the person that you would like to smoke cigar with today?" My answer was the soldiers serving overseas, sitting in the desert. That's what I want to be. So we thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you guys are doing. It's a great job that you guys are doing.
Thank you. This $10,000 helps us with our operational budget. It allows us to ship more cigars overseas. These cash donations are very important to the growth of the charity and our service to men and women. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. I have it on my table, like it's a big account. I don't know if it's large,
One more picture.
Hello, everyone. My name is Trey, student elite, and today I'm actually here with
Trey.
with Cigars for Warriors, Trey and Trey. He's the most important Trey today because he actually got donated. Well, not him specifically, but Cigars for Warriors got donated $10,000 from
Hiram Solomon Cigars. They have been a big supporter of ours. We created last year what we call the Synergy Program, which gave cigar manufacturers who are prohibited from actually donating cigars because of the FDA rules.
Yes.
Manufacturers like Hiram Solomon have come in and partnered with us where they're creating a CFW branded cigar. And that cigar for Hiram Solomon has been the first one released. It was sold through on the first order that he did, which gave us the $10,000 check.
Okay.
He donated 100% of the wholesale profit of the sale of this cigar to stores to Cigars For Warriors.
Oh, wow. So that's phenomenal right there. 100% of the sales.
It's done at the PDR factory. It is a Habano wrapper. It's a very medium-bodied cigar. For some of you, if you have a real strong palate, it's a lighter medium, but it's not a light cigar. Great flavor. And like I said, the best thing is when you buy one and help the store sell through, if they buy more, we get more money.
100%. So here's the crazy thing. I know a lot of you out there, you probably look at a dark cigar and you think, oh, that's way too strong for me, way too harsh for me. You know, it probably has tons of pepper. From what I'm hearing,
No.
that is not that.
So, and I'm very bad about, giving you the pepper and the cream and all this, those kind of notes.
Yes.
But what I will say is you will get a creaminess out of this cigar that you don't normally get out of a stronger cigar. You can even have a Habano wrapper cigar that can be very potent depending on where they've grown it, what it's done. But this one right here is blended intentionally. Eddie at Hiram Solomon did it so that it was open to as many people as he could in the marketplace. So if you like real strong cigars, it's a good morning cigar. If you are not into strong cigars, it's an anytime, any day cigar.
Perfect.
But the flavor profile with this cigar, the way he blended it, this part of the cigar, you're going to get a little bit more notes of what I would call creaminess, but that's Trey's verbiage. Trey's verbiage.
Not Trey's verbiage.
You get a little bit of a hint of pepperiness, but not like strong. It's like the salt and pepper you'd put on your eggs, right?
Okay.
A little bit, it gets a little bit stronger, and then it mellows back out on the back end. So that's what I've enjoyed about the cigar, outside of the fact that he's done it for us.
Yeah.
And I was just very proud of that.
And I mean, a typical cigar will go through about 3 to 4 different changes while you're smoking it, if you're really paying attention. So to hear that it even mellows back out at the end, at the finish, which you typically don't get, it usually stays stronger, gets stronger. I love that. And the fact that it's open to everyone. So if you are a veteran, if you're active duty, I would say support your own community. And if you know a retailer that's selling the cigars, can they purchase this online?
It depends. These cigars were distributed only to our donation centers. So these are cigar shops that regularly, every day, collect and send cigars to Cigars for Warriors. They were the only ones that had access to it. So a lot of them do have an online presence.
Yes.
You can search the cigar online and you will probably see one of our donation centers pop up that has it online for sales.
Perfect. Now, let's talk a little bit about Cigars for Warriors themselves. So you've been in existence since 2012, was it?
That's it. This is our 10th anniversary year, yes.
Wow. That, you know what? I remember when I was in Iraq myself, back in 2005, 2006 time. I know that there were other, entities out there that were, collecting cigars or whatever and sending them out to troops. How exactly did you come into formation?
So our chairman of the board, Storm Bowen, was basically in Iraq right around when you were, a little bit earlier. And his wife and the local cigar shop would collect cigars and send them to him. He would sit around the campfire in the evening after a mission,
Yes.
and he would, as he called it, strip rank and let everybody sit down and just spill their guts. You can talk about anything, there's no judgment. And he saw the benefits from a mental health perspective for his guys doing that.
Correct.
And when he came back and ended up on disability and was not able to be active duty anymore, he was looking for something to do. And one of these entities that used to exist that was sending cigars over, they were doing it and doing a decent job. But he said, you're not a 501c3, so there's none of the empowerment of people having faith in us being a charity. And so the guy didn't want to do it. So Storm created, with a group of other founders, he will be the first to tell you he was not the only one. We still have one of the original founders. There's two of them, Storm and Elaine, are on our board. But what they did is they formed this corporation as a 501c3 so that we are a real charity.
Nice.
And they wanted it that way so that we would have the controls, we would have the rules in place, so that anybody out there that sends us cigars can have a comfort level that if I just grabbed them out of the box and smoked them myself and didn't send them to soldiers, I just violated IRS law.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we wanted that understanding of people knowing that we do the right thing because we set up the right way.
Correct.
And we are a platinum rated charity on what is called GuideStar, which is an online presence that's, simple way to say it, it's the Better Business Bureau of charities.
Yes.
And 0.025% of all charities make platinum. And the reason we make platinum is I'm here with 6 wonderful volunteers that spent their own money, took time out of their day to volunteer to be here at TPE.
Wow.
Because none of us take a salary.
Wow.
It is a 100% volunteer-run organization.
You know what? And being a veteran myself, I want to say thank you very much for your service, because I know it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort to do what you do, and to volunteer and do it without a paycheck is even more of an incentive. You know, like that means
It's our passion. It is our passion. We want to serve those who are willing to serve us. My line that I always end when I'm doing a presentation at a shop with is, I ask everybody in the shop, especially those that haven't donated yet, I'll let them all know. I'll go, when you got a busy day at work, stressful day at work, what do you like to do? 100% of them say, I come here, sit down, smoke a cigar, and relax. I said, did anybody shoot at you today? And they go, no. I said, how much more do you think that cigar means to somebody who has worried about being shot at or been shot at that day when they're sitting at certain areas of these deployments? And, even with the drawdown in Afghanistan, our requests have not slowed down. We still have servicemen and women in places where I don't want to go. And I need to make sure we have cigars so they can enjoy a little bit of time during their day.
Yes, sir. Well, once again, thank you very much, because it really does mean the world to me, because I was right there. And I'll share a little story with you off camera on a little bit more about my background as well, too. But Trey, thank you very much for everything that you do. Is there anything else that you want to say?
No, just thank you for your time, Trey. I appreciate it. It's always nice to meet a namesake.
I know.
But
He's got a Y at the end.
I got a Y. Mine's spelled differently. But you guys out there helping us spread the word means a lot to us. So thank you for taking the time to come by. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Trey.
Take care.
And to all the viewers out there, make sure if you can get a hold of any of the cigars that are donated, please donate as well to Cigars for Warriors. But when you do that, make sure that you keep smoking, you keep enjoying, and you keep learning, because we're all students of the league. Thank you. So once again, I definitely want to thank Cigars for Warriors for taking the time out of their busy schedule to at least talk to us and address us and who they are when they got established. And then also, the opportunities that are out there for even yourselves to support this great organization that helps the troops. And today being Memorial Day, perfect time. Perfect time. So, until next time, remember to keep smoking, keep enjoying, and keep learning, because we're all students of the leaf.